Good evening, and I would like to welcome you all to 2017 Latinx graduation, our 13th annual celebration. We're excited to have an official photographer, raise your hand, capturing this special event. All of the images from the ceremony will be available free of charge online. For this reason, we ask that you please refrain from approaching the stage, and welcome to take pictures at the end during the reception. Thank you.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches. Eso, que se escucha. Buenas noches y bienvenidos a la celebración de la graduación Latinx del 2017, el 30º aniversario. Estamos entusiasmados de tener un fotógrafo oficial para captar este evento tan especial. Todas las imágenes de las ceremonias estarán disponibles gratis en nuestra página de internet. Por esta razón, les pedimos que se abstengan de acercarse al escenario. Si quieren tomar fotos, por favor, esperen hasta el final. No se preocupen, el fotógrafo va a tomar fotos cuando el estudiante recibe su diploma. Así que ya sé que la tentación está ahí, pero vamos a tener las fotos disponibles al final. Gracias.
And moving forward, we're using the term Latinx to be more inclusive of everyone regarding their life experiences and how they identify themselves. And now we're waiting for the cue. Bueno, estamos esperando, waiting. Anyway. Okay. Is that the cue? Okay. Yes. At this time, we'd like to ask you to please stand if you're able and join us in welcoming the 2017 Latinx graduating class. En este momento les pedimos que se pongan de pie si pueden y nos ayuden a darle la bienvenida a los estudiantes de la clase 2017.
Welcome, graduates. All right. Class of 2017, how do you feel? Hey, all right. So we are here tonight to celebrate the completion of one chapter and the beginning of the next.
Graduados, le damos la más cordial bienvenida a la tredécima celebración de graduación de nuestros estudiantes latinos. Well, y'all are already seated, so, you know. Anyway, mi nombre es Carla Cacique, yo soy en mi tercer año en Multi-Platform Journalism, periodismo multiplataforma. I don't even know what that is, bro. Pero anyway, estoy concentrando en United States Latina Studies, ULCT for short. Y yo tengo el honor de estar con mi colega Felín Rojas, que está en su último año estudiando Public Health, Comunidad Pública, y también a USLT minor student. Nosotras seremos sus maestras de ceremonia. As you can see, our lovely names are up there. En esta noche tan especial nos hemos reunido para celebrar los logros, no solamente de ustedes, pero también de sus familias, compañeros, amigos, su elotero y los que han brindado su apoyo durante todos estos años. Nuestra comunidad también celebra este logro, ya que esta generación es el futuro de no solamente este país, los Estados Unidos, pero de sus patrias. Como ven, Venezuela está allá, para que sepan.
Y Mexico está right there too. Okay. Hey. All right, so good evening, everyone. Once again, on behalf of the University of Maryland, we welcome you to the 13th Annual Latinx Graduation Celebration. It is a special night because we have come to celebrate the major achievements of our students and of you, their families, loved ones, friends, and partners who have supported them in their journey to reach this milestone. We celebrate this event not just as individuals with families, but as an entire community who share the successes of all our students, the future generation of not only our nation, but of our home countries.
Esto todo empezó en el año 2004. La Universidad de Maryland conmemoró la primera celebración de la graduación de estudiantes latinos. Ese año solamente participaron 50 estudiantes. Hoy están participando, como ven, más de 145 estudiantes con sus familias, que es más de 700. Entonces estamos bien orgullosos de que este evento ha crecido. Esperamos que el número de estudiantes aumente cada año, especialmente porque muchos estudiantes protestaron y muchos también maestros ayudaron para que nosotros tengamos el derecho de tener nuestra propia graduación.
All right. Ahora les presentamos a los miembros de la administración universitaria, que incluye la facultad que nos acompañan esta noche. At this time, we would like to recognize Maryland administrators, faculty, and staff who are joining us this evening. Your impact. Your impact has been monumental through your support and mentorship. We thank you for all your efforts and ask that at this time you please rise. Can we all please give them a huge round of applause?
And now we invite our Deputy Chief Diversity Officer and Director of Education, Dr. Beth Doherty-Cohen, to the podium to present our guest speakers. Ahora me gustaría invitar a la funcionaria de diversidad, Doctora Beth Doherty-Cohen, que va a presentar a nuestros oradores.
Good evening. I am honored to be celebrating with you all today, to be with you and your families and friends at such an important moment in your journeys. I'm honored to be introducing our keynote speakers today. These 4 young leaders and students are joining us today from Langley Park and Largo, Maryland. They each have had a journey, goals, and dreams that they are excited to share with you. I hope that you continue to keep them in mind as you transition throughout your life journey and continue to influence and play vital roles in our communities. I'm so excited they are here to celebrate you and to celebrate with you and your families, and that they get a small glimpse of what it will feel like when they reach this milestone. You all are a short and significant few steps ahead of them on this life journey, and it is important to learn from people all around us, those who have been where we have been, and those who have come before us. Please join me in offering an enthusiastic welcome to these students.
Hello, hola a todos, buenas noches. I am Orlin and I am from Guatemala. Give a round of applause for Guatemalan, please. Saludos desde Champilandia. I am currently attending the International High School at Langley Park as a second-year student, 10th grader. I like to play soccer and I love building and destroying things. My journey to the US began when my mother left. I was 15 months old and lived with my grandmother, Mama Minda. I was 14 years old when I left Guatemala. Once I arrived in the US, I started thinking about meeting my mother for the first time after 13 years. I started having a very, very strong feelings. I was nervous, excited, and so happy. When we got to the house, Mama was coming out of the house to welcome me, and the first thing I saw were her tears falling down her cheeks. Mama looked through my eyes and she said, "Look how big you have grown." I started crying too. Now I feel good by being with my mother. I feel happy because we're getting to know each other. It was hard at the beginning because we were learning about each other and our emotions. I'm trying to be a good son so she can be proud of me. Being in the US, the first day was very hard. I didn't speak English and I couldn't understand the teachers. But now being in school has been really great. Ever since I was little, I was always thinking about building and how things move. This year I got involved with STEM project where we had to look for solutions to the world problems, especially water, air, and land pollution. I had the idea to make a prototype for an exhaust filter to help reduce the carbon emissions coming out of cars today. Through this, we got third place in the whole world competition. I have aspirations. Gracias. I have aspirations of one day going to college and studying construction and engineering. So getting there will definitely be challenging. Even though my mom wants a better future for me, it has been hard for her to let me be part of after-school events because she expects me to work and be responsible. Maybe for you, it was also hard to convince your family to let you be part of after-school activities in order to achieve your goal of making it to college. Yo también soy indocumentado, lo cual presenta muchos obstáculos. Despite all of this, I will not give up. I know all undocumented students have graduated, and perhaps some are here today. With my story, I hope to inspire many others like me, and to also show that people today should not judge a person before they know them. Always keep in mind what your parents and loved ones have done for your education, all the help they gave you to be where you are right now. All of you who are graduating, please. This is who I am. I am brave, I am hopeful, and I am humble. Thank you for allowing me to be celebrated and remember my educational journey with you all. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Liliana. I was born in Mexico, and I'm 60 years old. My favorite class is math, and I like playing softball. Before attending International High School at Largo, I live in Mexico. I came to the U.S. when I was 9 years old. When I was in Mexico, I was always with my sister and my mom. I used to see my dad only during Christmas because December was the only month that he didn't have that much work. My dad used to say, "That life I live, I do not want to give to my daughters." Living in Mexico means working hard every day without any changes. Most of the people immigrate to the United States because they say more work, more freedom, and more money. My dad's dream was the same as my dream, to have our whole family together. After years, my dad decided to bring us, my mom and I, to the United States to join him for a better life and more opportunities. When I came to the United States, I suffered because when I was in Mexico, I was used to be with my sister always. I thought of her as my mom. Reconnecting with my mom was hard because I did not understand her. Things also got worse because every day I was just having complaints with my mom about my personality, changing toward her because I was feeling hatred and anger toward her. Every time I did something for her, it was something wrong. So I decided to be who I am and show the person that's really me. We had to fight to find our own life. As a human, we pass through a lot of conflicts in life, but we learn from it, and later on, we live the experience to be more better than we are now. When I started going to school, my biggest conflict was not being able to speak English. The person that was always helping me with my homework was not with me. So I started missing my sister because every time I need help with something, she was there. And when I got to the US, nobody was there for me. 3 years later, my English greatly improved with help of teachers, friends, and other people. My classes were at a higher level, and I could now communicate with others. My grades were awesome in the first quarter. 3 years have passed also without my sister, and my connection with my mom had not changed. I decided to talk to Ms. Madrano because this problem was not just affecting myself, but my grades, my personality, and my biggest important thing for me was my thoughts. My thoughts were risky, and I could not control myself. I started to talk to my sister about what was going on, and she told me to don't feel disappointed because it was not my fault. We must learn to understand people older than us. I learned it was helpful to talk to someone else about my feelings. Ms. Mandrano and I kept talking, but she decided to talk to my mom too. My mom just told me that I was getting crazy, and I said, wow, how would things change if my mom does not help me? I eventually continued talking to Ms. Madrano, and I decided that I need to take care of myself. When I started doing so, everything changed for the better, my mood, grades, and health. My mom saw this too, and she changed toward me. Both she and my father began to communicate with me more and were paying attention to me more. Today, we still have our conflicts between my mom and I, but they are not anymore because of lack of communication. One thing I learned was that when you want something to change, you have to fight no matter if you need to spend a lot of time thinking how to solve your problem or go through painful things. At the end, you will be proud of yourself because you learned things from it. One dream for me is to become an immigration lawyer, as well as an activist, to fight for people's rights and give a stop to discrimination because we're all here equal. One thing I want graduates to keep in mind is that you always have to work hard to achieve your goals. Thank you.
Hello, my name is William Saldivar. I was born in New York City, and my parents are from El Salvador and from Guatemala. I go to International High School at Alumni Park as a 9th grader. I like to play tennis, and I'm a cheer captain. I'm really excited to be here tonight. Looking to you all graduates makes me feel like I can be on the stage again as a graduate. Today, I want to share a little bit of my life. I know how hard it was been to you to get here. One thing I had is something that I'm sure you have done too. Estudiar y trabajar. Raise your hand if you agree. My journey throughout the education has been its own hurdles. In 2007, I started attending Cool Springs Elementary. At that school, it was my first school in Maryland. I remember that my first day I cried. Mi primer día de escuela en primavera, lloré porque iba a extrañar a mi mamá. For me, my mom is a warrior because she has been as my mom, my dad at the same time. Mi mamá ha sido mi papá y mi mamá a la misma vez. After about an hour into class, I finally stopped crying. Even though I stopped crying, I kept getting in trouble, but never had a reason why. The teacher kept picking on me and understanding why. The teacher always called my mom to complain about me, but never had a reason. One day, my mom got tired of it and went to a meeting, and she said, "If you don't like my child, then tell me because I can switch them to a different school." The teacher said, "No, there is no problem here. He just doesn't know English." A week passed, and she got fired. And there was a new teacher, and she was the best. And we got a new teacher, and she was the best. I share this because many of our families do things to protect us, do their power to protect us. I know when I go to college, my mom might be close to me, but I know that she will still do everything to make sure I will be okay. Some of you here remember moments when you reached out to your families and how simply hearing their voice made you feel better. It could have been when you are stretched doing finals or you're missing a homemade cooked meal. Whatever case it might been, I hope you continue to reach out to your families and community as you move throughout your career. After 6 years in the elementary school, I went to Baccalaureate. When I went to sixth grade, I was an AB student, but things changed in seventh grade. Middle school was a lot harder than I thought. I got bullied a lot. Many of you might have felt you didn't belong in this campus or like you didn't fit in. But you all made it, and I know I can too. You make friends, maybe even very close friends. I know I can too. You made friends. I know I can too. So during middle school, I had a girlfriend in middle school. I met her during the first week of school. Her name was Elena. She was my love. We dated for a year. We dated for a year and 11 months. Ahora le podemos dar unos aplausos a los novios, novias, esposos y esposas por ayudar a los cuadros que están aquí hoy. I know how important it is to have someone during a hard year at school, especially if you had my experience when I didn't go to like school and the teachers. Even though 8th grade was my least favorite year, I graduated 8th grade, honors and AB student. Even though I graduated 8th grade, I felt sad. Estaba triste porque mi papá no llegó a la graduación. Graduates, today is your moment. Be surrounded by families, friends, and teachers. It's beautiful, and these opportunities do not happen often. Just like my dad didn't go to my 8th grade graduations. For some peers, their families couldn't make it. Enjoy the moment of the rest of the community. I look forward graduating high school and college. I hope my dad is able to make it to those graduations so that he can see with me with a high school teaching degree. Un dicho para los que están graduándose ahorita. El que no estudia no trabaja bien. Gracias.
Hola, muy buenas noches. Mi nombre es Alondra, nací en Raleigh, North Carolina, y mis padres son de Playa Vicente, Veracruz. When I was still 4 years old, my mom decided to go back to her hometown because she was sick and she needed treatment that she couldn't get in the United States since she was undocumented. And I'm sure many of you parents are undocumented and really fought hard to get their rights and their needs. I had to go as well with her. Playa Vicente, Veracruz was a beautiful place, and there's no doubt about it. And the years that I spent there were awesome. Even though it was really tough there, I could still feel free. And my 5th birthday, and some months later, my mom disappeared completely from my sight. I still remember the little girl waking up to the sound of the crowds, turning her head and finding out that she was alone in bed, no mom to be found. She ran desperately downstairs, asking where her mom was. She left you. You're an orphan now, no te quiere. Those were some of the responses the little girl heard. Tears streamed down her eyes. She couldn't seem to smile. Grandmother took her in her arms in her room, and she became the little girl's mom at noon. Sometime later, my mom called. She was fine. I was glad. But I was mad too. She was not my mother anymore. She was just my mom and nothing more. Sometimes parents make decisions for the better of their children that we cannot understand. And for that, we should be proud of them. The relationship between my mom continued throughout phone calls, money, and presents she would send clothing, shoes, and toys. I had always wondered if my mom thought that by sending all those materials so she could get me back to love her. I believe that was her way of thinking. My dad was no different. He would only send presents to me, and I would only talk to him if I ever looked for him. My dad was a coward from the very start. But I refused to believe it because I was still hoping for things to get better. While growing up in Veracruz, the relationship between my dad and I did not change, neither with his family. I miss him, but the moment he turned his back on me, I was done. A parent is not a parent without a child. When I was in kindergarten, I was a little demon. I would get in trouble almost all the time for messing up with boys. My nickname was La Computadora because I was the fastest in my class. Mi tiempo en la primaria pasó muy rápido. Recuerdo a mi primer maestra, la vieja canuta, en persona. Un año antes de que terminara la primaria, mi abuela descubrió que tenía cáncer. When I found out that she had cancer and she was going to die, I was very sad. Desperate to keep her alive, I became angry at the world, at my mom, at my grandmother, at God. I was horrified to lose her. To me, she was more than a grandmother. She was my mother. She was the only one who could put up with me, and she was a real friend. I love her, and I will always do. One day, around 2 in the morning, I saw her agonizing, no longer complaining from the pain, slowly moving. She was just saying bye to her loved ones, to her children, bye to the pain, and getting ready to welcome another world, trusting herself to God. I dropped my shell and covered my heart. I held in tears with my grandmother's hand, trembling, begging for forgiveness, begging her to stay with me. All she said was, "Te amo. I love you. You're not alone. Todo estará bien." I kept crying. I couldn't smile. In 2013, I traveled for a few days with some strangers because my parents needed to sign permission so I could travel with them and come back to reunite with my mom. We made it all the way to North Carolina. I spent one night there, and the next day my mom came to pick me up. When she saw me, I didn't really feel happy. I felt lost. I haven't seen her for a while. It was really different. At first, I tried to get along with her, but it was difficult. I thought it would be pink and roses with her, but it really got hard. I started 7th grade. I learned English real fast because I practiced on my own and studied at school. It was easy and hard. Being back in the USA, I have earned honor rolls all the time, and I was very proud of myself. The problems at my house could never get involved with my academic performance at school. I always made sure to make the math I needed to survive. It got real tough in 8th grade. I was tired of all the screaming at my house, the beat-ups, all the crap. I couldn't take it anymore, so I started cutting and taking pills. My mom found out, and like 2 weeks before graduating from middle school, I lost an overdose. I ended up in emergency and then was transferred to PIW Psychiatric Institute in Washington. I was in the Psychiatric Institute for 1 month and 2 weeks. I received letters from Liliana, who I consider a sister, and Tanya. Being in the hospital was boring after a while, but it was also a break. My mom said, "Este es solo un capricho tuyo. This is just a tantrum of yours." She would say that I was wasting her time and her money, and if I ever did something as stupid as that, I was done. The experience took over middle school for me. Now I am in 10th grade. I do softball. I have friends. Not really friends. I count them as my family. Despite me still having depression, I try to keep things cool. and try my best to do all I can while I'm still in International High School at Largo. I know I can do it and that I have people who support me. My advice to you is that we do as Stephen Covey once said, seek first to understand, then to be understood. Differences will make it what divide us and unite us. We just have to learn our ways to embrace our difference and respect each other. Take any opportunity presented to you. That does not mean you have to rush. But when you do take the opportunities, do not take them for granted. They can be your life-changing decision. In life, you don't want to have regrets. A life with regrets is not a life. Feel proud about yourself, look back in the past, and find motivation if you had lost it. My dream is to graduate as a first-generation student and to become a successful Latina author who's able to connect with people, travel to places, and learn more about culture so I can have a better understanding of the world and my life. My name is Alundra, and I'm proudly Latina. I'm happy that you all are able to graduate today because I know it was hard, but the thing is, the experience is what counts. Thank you.
As a fellow undocumented student, I tell you that I'm really proud of seeing all of you standing here and seeing how you're carrying the work of all of us in the future. So it is possible, and thank you so much for sharing the stories with us.
Yeah, thank you. Esa es la próxima generación. La sabiduría right now, ahí va. Ok. Estamos acá, ok. Cada año, el comité de la celebración solicita que miembros de la comunidad universitaria nominen a los estudiantes más exitosos. Estos estudiantes han sido nominados por sus logros durante sus carreras universitarias. El premio es en honor de Carolina Rojas Baer, en reconocimiento al incansable trabajo de nuestra amiga y consejera.
Each year, the Latinx Graduation Celebration Committee asks members of this university to nominate excellent students based on their accomplishments throughout their college career. The award is named in honor of the exceptional work of our friend and advisor, Carolina Rojas Baer.
Para dar entrega a estos premios, invitamos al director de este edificio, el Adele H. Stamp Student Union, Dr. James McShay. They will now present the Carolina Rojas Baer Award, recognizing an outstanding undergraduate student for their contribution to the university.
Buenas noches. So this year's recipient of the Undergraduate Student Award is Jessica Nolasco. Jessica will be graduating with a bachelor's degree in hearing and speech sciences. Jessica has been thoroughly involved both on campus and in the surrounding community throughout her time here at the University of Maryland. Growing up just minutes from campus, Jessica understood early on how important it was for students to feel connected to the university. To help create stronger relationships between the community and the university, Jessica became very involved with organizations like Political Latinx United for Movement and Action in Society, or we call them Plumas, and the College Park Scholars. These groups provided her with a platform to bring awareness to concerns surrounding the local Latinx community while empowering other students to do the same. Jessica has also done extensive work with individuals who suffer from autism spectrum disorder through organizations like the University of Maryland Autism Research Consortium and the Social Interaction Group Network for Students with Autism. Her nominator shared that at first, as a first-generation college student from Spanish-speaking immigrant parents, I have seen Jessica mature into a confident and determined student.
Este premio se lo damos a Jessica Nolasco. Jessica es una estudiante que se involucró durante su tiempo aquí en la universidad con el Club Plumas y también en programas que ayudan a estudiantes con autismo. Jessica entiende lo importante que es estar conectado con la comunidad y crear conexiones dentro de la universidad. Su nominador dijo que es una estudiante determinada y que ayuda a empoderar a otros estudiantes Latinx. Please join me in congratulating Jessica.
One more round of applause for Jessica. So, this year's recipient of the Graduate Student Award is Stephanie Perez Cohen. Stephanie will be receiving her Master's in Business Administration from the Robert H. Smith School of Business here at the University of Maryland. Stephanie's contributions to the university have been many. She's been a fearless leader as the president of the Latin American MBA Students Association organization, where under her leadership, they hosted a number of cultural events and professional workshops. Stephanie also sits on the planning committee for the William D. Bradford Diversity Awards Banquet, an annual event held for the past 24 years, which focuses on the accomplishments of our Black and Latinx students. While here, she also has led 2 teams for the Change the World Consulting Group and volunteers for the Smith School as a mock interviewer. One of her nominators said the following, and I quote, "Stephanie has been instrumental in programming for women's events, pipeline development, benchmarking, and blogging for MBA Mama about the issues facing students who are also parents. And yes, I am thinking of programming ideas for her when she comes back to the University of Maryland to volunteer. To be called a Wonder Woman would be an understatement, especially when Stephanie has accomplished all of this while also being a mother to her 3-year-old son. Please join me in congratulating Stephanie Perez Cohen.
Okay. El premio es para Stephanie Perez Cohen. Stephanie se conoce como una mujer poderosa. Durante su carrera, ella se involucró en ayudar a estudiantes que también son madres. Ella estudió, también ha sido una madre para su hijo de 3 añitos. Vamos a invitar a Estefanía al escenario. Thank you.
Good evening, buenas noches a todos. I never went to, or my undergrad never had this, so I'm so happy and proud to participate in this event. This is absolutely beautiful. It is an honor to be in front of so many Latinos graduating, so give yourself a round of applause. It is a beautiful thing. Y a los padres que están presentes, felicidades. Este día también para ustedes, so darle un aplauso a ustedes también. So, the last time I wore a cap and gown was 12 years ago, and I know I just dated myself, which you should never do as a woman, but I say that because you should always keep learning and growing regardless of your age. I graduated on Monday from the Smith School of Business with an MBA, and that would have not been possible without the love and support of my parents, my sisters, my friends, the staff and faculty at Smith. Keisha, I don't know where you are, and you already volunteered me to come back. I will, you know this. My son, who's in the audience and is cranky because he didn't have a nap. And most importantly, to the person who made his schedule flexible even though when he couldn't, who picked up my slack at home when I was not doing my part because I was prioritizing school, but also someone who challenged me to be the best me ever, to my incredible, incredible husband, Brent Cohen, who's in the audience. He should be up here with me. To the graduating class of 2007, you've heard this before, the real world is not easy, it is hard. But you've made it this far, and that's a huge accomplishment. You know, thank those that got you here, but never, never, ever undermine your greatness. It is not luck. You got here by yourself. You made this happen. So never forget your true calling and your passion, because you are all fantastic. Keep exceeding expectations and remember to help those along the way. Congratulations and go Terps.
Thank you, Stephanie and Jessica. Let's give them another round of applause.
Este año tenemos el honor de ayudar a reconocer a 15 graduados del programa de US Latina Latino Studies. Damos la bienvenida a the amazing, incomparable, indescribable Dr. Nancy Mirabal y Dr. Guerrero. So this year, we also have the honor to help recognize 15 graduating seniors who have earned a minor in US Latina Latino Studies.
Felicidades a todos. Congratulations to everyone, and I'm so happy to be here. Estoy bien agradecida de estar aquí con ustedes. El programa de los Latino Studies, it's a program in Latina and Latino Studies, Latinx Studies, es uno de los únicos en esta área. Entonces, tenemos un gran honor de darle aquí a los estudiantes un certificado, a certificate for their work in Latina and Latinx Studies. Y por favor, dale un aplauso muy grande por trabajar tan duro. Primero, queremos darle el certificado a Denis Samuel Amaya. Oh, okay. La segunda, por favor, Imani Teresa Cabaza. Yeah. Ahora, el próximo, Charles Anthony Carrillo. Okay. La próxima, Evelyn Emelisa de León. Y quiero decir que esta es la clase más grande que tenemos. One of the biggest classes we've had so far. Congratulations. Y ahora la próxima, Amber Ebanks. Erika Joana Fuentes. Okay. Jessica Janet Arro Vasquez. Juan Francisco Herrera Jr. Woo! Yay!
Another great professor.
Okay. Andrea Ortiz. Yeah. Bridget Selena Pacheco. Woo! Edwin Rodriguez. Woo!
Que viva El Salvador.
Que viva. Okay. Eugene Rojas. Okay. Y esta alumna no tiene que llegar muy lejos. La Felín Rojas. Yeah. Okay. Y la final, last but not least, ever, the beautiful Alexia Mai Thorpe. So please join me in giving another round of applause for our Latinx graduates. We are so proud of all of them, and we'll know that they'll do wonderful, beautiful things. Como siempre aquí en comunidad, en el corazón. Gracias a todos.
Congrats again to our USLT graduates. That'll be me one day. now the time has come that everybody has been anxiously waiting for. Por eso vinieron, por eso we're in this heat, sweating. Before we begin, just another reminder, por favor, to please refrain from approaching the stage. The area is reserved for a professional photographer. They will make it look better than, your snaps and stuff. Please keep the aisles clear so that our graduates can safely walk to and from the stage area. Thank you.
En este momento comenzaremos el reconocimiento de cada estudiante para recompensar todo su trabajo aquí en la Universidad de Maryland. Por favor, otra vez, no se acerquen al escenario. Esta área está reservada para el fotógrafo profesional. Por favor, mantengan los pasillos libres para que nuestros graduados puedan caminar fácilmente al escenario. Gracias.
Primero, Ana Valencia, PhD, Kinesiology. Rosalba Carranza, PhD, Curriculum and Instruction, Minority and Urban Education. Ricardo Espinosa, PhD, Economics. Magdalena Strub Barrientos, MS, Couple and Family Therapy. Melissa Ceballos, MA, International Education Policy.
Sebastián Carrias, MA, History. Isaac Ruiz, MBA. Darlene Reyes, MLIS, Library and Information Science. Stephanie Perez Corin, MBA, Smith School of Business. Anthony Taylor, BS, Finance and Accounting. Charles Carrillo, BA, Criminology and Criminal Justice. All right.
Bridget Selena Pacheco, BS, Finance. Jessica Jaro Vasquez, BA, Criminology and Criminal Justice. Up next, Dennis Amaya, BS, Family Science. Eugene Rojas, BS, Economics. Edwin Rodriguez, BA, Criminology and Criminal Justice.
Evelyn De Leon, BS, Family Science. Amber Ebanks, BA, Multi-Platform Journalism. Imani Cabasa, BS, Kinesiology. Alexia Thorpe, BA, Spanish Language, Literatures and Cultures. Andrea Ortiz, BS, Family Science. Erika Fuentes, BA, Government and Politics.
Okay. Marcela Giraldo Henao, BS, Accounting and Economics. Paola Tejada, BS, Marketing. Yay. Nicole Larios, BA, Hearing and Speech Sciences. Carla Ruano, BA, Spanish Language, Literatures and Cultures. Hey. Alexa Mejia, BA, Criminal Justice and Criminology. And Alexis White, BS, Community Health.
Beatriz Guevara, BS, Family Science. Samantha Gonzalez, BS, Family Science. Kevin Rodriguez, BA, Sociology. Jonathan Vanegas, BA in Spanish.
Juan Herrera, BA Studio Art. Yes. Nice. Yesenia Hernandez, BS Studio Art. The lovely Jessica Nolasco, BA Hearing and Speech Sciences. Vanessa Cruz, BS Family Science. Alexander Sorto Guevara, BA Criminology, Criminal Justice.
Catherine Romero, BA Criminal Justice. Jocelyn Joya, BS Sociology. Graciela Martinez, BS Architecture. Natasha Jacome, BA Economics. Christian Nava, BS Economics. Javier Benitez, BS Economics.
Sorry. The lovely Angela Townsend, BA Criminology and Criminal Justice. Juan Tris Alvarado, BA Communication and Studio Art double major. Sarah Escoto, BA Sociology. Nancy Gutierrez, BS Public Health Science. Yeah. Alejandra Egui Sabal, BS Dietetics. Okay. And then Tracy Velasquez, BS Kinesiology.
Denise Venero, BS Kinesiology. Gabriela Castro, BA Sociology. Cristian Castro, BS Marketing and Information Systems. Veronica Giron, BA Criminal Justice and Criminology.
Okay. Vamos, Bianca Zamora Flores, BS Information Systems and Marketing.
Okay.
Silvia Santos, BS General Biology. Josue Mendoza, BA Criminology, Criminal Justice. Victor Gonzalez, BS Math. God bless you. Yes. Elizabeth Garcia Lozano, BS Community Health. Jessica Escalante, BA Criminology and Criminal Justice. Brittany Chavez, BS Nutritional Science.
Maria Erazo, BA Criminology and Criminal Justice. Nicole Lopez, BS Accounting and Information Systems. Ew. Lucilda Calderon, BS Architecture. Tatiana Lopez, BA Criminology and Criminal Justice.
I think I scribbled that.
Bruh.
Okay. ¿Quién es? ¿Dónde está Brian? Where is he? Monica. Sorry. Okay, it wouldn't be a Latino grad if this happened. Monica Cardenas, BS Material Science and Engineering. Yasmin Mejia Guevara. Oh, BS Animal Science. Brittany Sagastizado, BA Communication. Jesse Jimenez, BA History. Oh, sorry. Hello. Alexander Demoy, BA Economics. John Sotomayor, BS Material Science and Engineering. Are you okay? Okay, dale. Okay. Carrie Martinez, BS Communications. Victoria Starr, BS Hearing and Speech Sciences. BA, disculpa, BA. Is that you? No, es Juan? Brian Perez, BA Communications. Hello. Jillian Calero, BS Kinesiology. Are you Victoria Starr? Victoria Starr, BA Hearing Speech Sciences. And Carrie Martinez, BS Communications. No? Okay. ¿Quién es? Myra.
Oh, okay.
You're next.
Okay, got you. Mayra Rios Mujica, BS Elementary Education. Betsy Lopez, BS Public Health Science. Johanna Quintanilla, BA Criminology and Criminal Justice. Karen Vanegas, BA Broadcast Journalism. Stephen Acuna, BS Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Go ahead. Erika Arrigo, BA Hearing and Speech Sciences and Linguistics. Solana Lazarte, BS Psychology. Hey Torico, BS in Psychology. Georgie Castaneda, BS Geographical Information System. Melinda Matos, BS Biology and Psychology. Natalia Enriquez, BS Civil Engineering.
Okay, Ingrid Rosemary Rivas, BS Family Science. Ana Granados, BS Spanish. Yasmin Ermina Guzman, BS Middle School Math and Science Education. Edwin Gonzalez, BS Middle School Math and Science.
Monica Rodriguez, BS Animal Science. Juan Sandoval, BS Geography. Maria Amador, BS Public Health Science. Gabriel Fernandez, BS BA Multi-Platform Journalism and Marketing. Laura Massa, BS Psychology. Brian Sistani, BS Biochemistry. Esteban Lopez, BS Geographic Information Science and Computer Cartography. Andrea Muñoz Vietti, BA Economics. Eso. Ana Larios, BS Computer Science. Yes. Ariel Beltran, BA Communications. Tierra Coates, BA in Theater.
Okay, Karen Bermudez, BA Theater. Todd Caicedo, BA Early Childhood Special Education. My fellow paisano venezolano Alessandro Rebaudengo, BS BA Elementary Education and Spanish Language and Linguistics. Sorry. Janeth Perez, BS Marketing. Woo! Christian Herrera, BA Communication. Hannah Gison, BA Government and Politics.
Gabriela Risco, BA Criminology and Criminal Justice. Marta Santos, BA Criminology and Criminal Justice. Carla Vanessa Garcia, BA Criminal Justice and Criminology. Karen Cornejo, BS Kinesiology. Lisette Francisco, BS Family Science. Jamal McCrae, BA in Theater. Raul Rivera, BS in Communication. Jesse De Leon, BS Information Systems and Marketing.
Wow, wow, wow. That was a lot. Okay.
Hey, that's a number, but you know, we're gonna keep growing, you know that, right? Hey. All right.
So, as many of us can attest, reaching graduation has been a journey. Several years of hard work, dedication, countless all-nighters. Let's never again, hopefully. And many cups of coffee or yerba mate, if you're hip to it, the Union Shop, $2.96, okay? Anyway, while today we recognize the individual efforts of all our graduates, we want to take the opportunity to acknowledge all of y'all, the many individuals who have unconditionally supported these students. Like we said, you, the parents, husbands, wives, partners, children, extended families, faculty members, advisors, and friends have played such an instrumental role in helping these graduates reach this milestone. And I can tell, without your love, encouragement, mentoring, emotional, and sometimes financial support, we would not be able to gather this evening and celebrate this very important graduation. So thank you for taking your time, taking off work, putting this in your day.
All right. Eso. Este evento fue establecido para dar reconocimiento a los logros y esfuerzos de los graduados que han trabajado arduamente a través de varios años para llegar a este día. Aunque los esfuerzos de cada estudiante han sido muy importantes, también sabemos que han sido muchas las personas que los han apoyado en sus carreras académicas. Ustedes, los padres, madres, parejas, hermanos, hermanas, primos, tíos, abuelas y amigos, vecinos, paleteros, panaderos, tamaleros, o sea, toda la comunidad. Ya saben. O sea, porque hay que alimentar la lucha y a veces un taquito de sal, esto es lo que necesitan, ¿no? Bueno, ok. Sabemos que han sido muchos los sacrificios que han pasado y en este día los reconocemos a ustedes también porque esa diploma también es para ustedes.
So at this time, will the graduates please stand, face the audience, and give a heartfelt applause to honor your parents, families, and loved ones who made your presence here possible. Okay. Chévere.
Eso. Que se sienta el amor, o sea, ya.
Okay, great, awesome. Okay, now you can be seated now.
Yes, el amor es real, se siente y se vive. Okay. I would like to invite Noé Rivera, an alumnus of the university, to provide some words of wisdom for our graduates. Noé Rivera graduated from the School of Public Health, go ahead SPH, at the University of Maryland in 2015 with a Bachelor's of Science in Kinesiology. Ahora invitamos a Noé Rivera, un recién graduado de la universidad, para dar unas palabras sabias para los graduados.
I bet everybody was wondering why I was just sitting there, kind of awkwardly shaking everybody's hand and like, who's that guy? So before I even start reading any of this, I just want to take a moment and just, again, give a round of applause to the graduates and the parents for all these accomplishments and we're celebrating tonight. So just take a moment, celebrate, and thank them. Like they said, my name is Noé Rivera. I am the current director of the Events Committee of the Latino Alumni Network here at the University of Maryland. Buenas noches a todos, mi nombre es Noé Rivera y soy el director del Comité de Eventos de la Asociación de Latinos Graduados de la Universidad de Maryland. Antes que nada, otra vez, felicidades a los graduados por este gran logro que han hecho esta noche. First and foremost, congratulations to all the graduates. You guys did it. You have reached a milestone in your life that not many have been able to accomplish. This is not just a personal accomplishment, but a great accomplishment for everyone that has been with you throughout this journey. Your family, your friends, your professors, UMD staff, and the Latino community. Not only are you one of the few Latinos to go to college, but you're part of even a smaller percentage of the Latinos that was successful in completing your degree. We're extremely proud of you. Ustedes han cumplido una etapa en su vida que no muchos la han podido lograr. Esto no es solamente un logro personal, sino que es un logro para todas sus familias, amigos, profesores, facultad de la universidad y la comunidad latina. Ustedes no solo son de los pocos latinos en ir a la universidad, sino que son parte de un porcentaje más pequeño de latinos que exitosamente sacaron su carrera. Estamos extremadamente orgullosos de ustedes. Everything you've learned throughout your time here at the University of Maryland is something unique and personal that no one's ever going to take away from you. Not only is your knowledge, experience going to set you apart in the professional world, but being Latino is going to make you that extra special out there. As Latinos, we have the responsibility of demonstrating our ability and showing the world that we're more than just a bunch of bad hombres running around, but we're a group of professionals ready to make a great impact in this country. Ahora en español, ¿verdad? Todo lo que han aprendido durante este tiempo en la Universidad de Maryland es algo único y personal que nadie se los puede quitar. No solo tu conocimiento e inteligencia te va a separar en el ámbito profesional, pero siendo latino te hace extra especial. Como latinos tenemos la responsabilidad de demostrar nuestras habilidades y mostrarle a este mundo que somos más que un par de bad hombres, sino que somos un grupo de profesionales listos para hacer un impacto en este país. As you prepare to embark on a new chapter in your lives, as alumni of the University of Maryland, I would like to be the first one to welcome you to the University of Maryland Alumni Association, and more importantly, to the Latino Alumni Network. This network exists to advance the interests of the University of Maryland's past, present, and future of the Latino community. Ahora que ya pueden titularse como graduados o graduadas de la Universidad de Maryland, yo quiero ser el primero en darles la bienvenida a la Asociación de Graduados de la Universidad de Maryland, y más importante, a la red de latinos graduados. Este grupo existe para avanzar los intereses de la comunidad latina del pasado, del presente y del futuro. The Latino Alumni Network is currently planning many social and professional events just for you. I encourage that you stay connected to the university by becoming an official member and becoming a big part of this family. This is a great way to be a part of the greater Latino community here at Maryland. And after the ceremony, if you could please stop by the table that we're going to have set up to pick up a small gift that we have for you and pick up more information on the first event that we have coordinated just for you, the new grads. La Red de Latinos Graduados planifica eventos sociales y profesionales para ustedes. Así que los invito a que formen parte como miembros oficiales de la Asociación de Graduados de la Universidad de Maryland y sean parte de esta familia. Les animo a que se mantengan conectados. Esta es una gran manera de unirse a la comunidad latina de la universidad. Después de la ceremonia, si por favor pueden pasar por nuestra mesa para recoger un pequeño regalo y recibir más información sobre el primer evento que hemos coordinado para ustedes, los recién graduados. I know you're eager to get out of here and celebrate, right? But I can't let you go without once again congratulating for this great accomplishment. Thank you to all the family and friends for the love and support, as your support goes a long way, and I'm sure the graduates can attest to that. Yo sé que están ansiosos para ir a celebrar, pero no los puedo dejar ir sin una vez más felicitando a los graduados. Muchas gracias a todos los parientes y amigos por su apoyo, porque significa mucho y sé que si los graduados le dijeran lo mismo, si le preguntáramos. Felicidades, que Dios les bendiga. Go Terps.
Bueno, before we leave for the evening, we would like to thank all of our sponsors and supporters who have made this very evening possible. It's not easy, renting a space at Stamp, let alone, having all of this great power in here. So, antes de concluir, queremos agradecer a nuestros patrocinadores español. Okay. First, for the Latino Alumni Network, the Multicultural Involvement and Community Advocacy Office, where I live, a unit of the Del H. Stamp Student Union. Office of Community Engagement, Office of Diversity and Inclusion, ODI, Office of Multi-Ethnic Student Education, OMSI, Office of Undergraduate Students, and the Graduate School. If you would like to be a sponsor for the graduation, please see a staff member at the check-in table. Si usted también quisiera ser patrocinador de la graduación, por favor vea un miembro del comité en la mesa de registración.
And once again, graduates, we're so extremely proud of you. Go class of 2017. You guys did it. But also, this is a reminder, of the times that we live in. Your degree is a form of resistance.
Y tu existencia es revolucionaria.
So go ahead, make the world, let them know.
Yeah. Pa'lante.
Al final de la ceremonia están invitados a que nos acompañen a la recepción. Según va a haber 3 leches, o sea, va a estar bueno. Please join us in celebrating our graduates at a light reception in the Prince George's Room and Atrium Room. Graduates, please don't forget to pick up your certificate recognizing your participation in tonight's event and a gift from the Latinx Alumni Network at the check-in area. Thank you for coming. Gracias por venir a este evento. And
Congratulations to the Latinx class of 2017. Felicidades
a nuestra clase Latinx del 2017. ¡Pa'lante!